Okay, President Chen, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Today is Monday, July 12th. It is now 5:32, and we are starting our special meeting / closed session of the San Mateo Foster City School District Board of Trustees meeting. First order of business is our flag salute. So if everyone would please repeat after me. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, and under God, individually, with justice. Oh my gosh. Can we start that over? I'm sorry. Indivisible with justice for all. I don't know, we have the ability to just like strike that.
I think Ken, I think it's good that we recorded that for posterity.
I think so. Thank you. And how many times that I've said the Pledge of Allegiance that I just totally flubbed it.
It happens to the best of us. Ken.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we move on? I think everyone knows that I know the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll do roll call. Trustee Corzo.
Here.
Trustee
I'm
Proctor.
Here.
Trustee Warren. Or Trustee Watkins. Sorry. Either one. Just go.
Here.
Trustee Watkins.
Here.
Sorry. Okay. I almost need to reset here. We are going to do, actually, before the approval of the agenda, Trustee Corzo, would you mind doing the language translation announcement, please?
Sure. Gracias a todos por estar aquí. Si ocupan traducción, pueden empujar el globo que está, el mundo que está en su pantalla, o pueden levantar la mano. Gracias.
Okay, thank you. And then item number 4 is approval of the agenda, of tonight's agenda. Does anybody have any issues, anything? Otherwise, motion would be great.
Motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Watkins for the motion, Trustee Warren for the second. Roll call vote, Trustee Corzo.
Yes.
Trustee Proctor.
Yes.
Trustee Watkins.
Yes.
Trustee Warren.
Yes.
And I'll vote yes as well. So
Warren's usually first.
I know,
Trustee Chen.
I'm putting you guys on your toes.
Throwing me
It's a
off,
special
throwing me
meeting.
off.
I'm just keeping everyone on their toes.
And I'm just used to being at the end of the alphabet anyway, being a W. So, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Public statements, item 5.1. Public statements related to the agenda items will be limited to 3 minutes. And as this is a special meeting, we're going straight to the proposed consent agenda. And I don't have my normal language that I have here. And I'm going to do it off of memory. All items on the proposed consent agenda are, I'm sorry, I thought it was up there. Okay. Proposed consent, all items on the consent agenda are considered by the board to be routine and will be enacted by the board in one motion in the form listed below. There will be no discussion on these items prior to the time the board votes on the motion unless a member of the board, staff, or public requests specific items to be removed and discussed from the consent agenda. The superintendent and staff recommend all approval of all consent items. Movement and of any recommended consent item is appropriate at this time. Does any member of the board want to pull an item? No? Okay. Peter, would you mind asking if any public member would like to pull
Yes,
an item?
are there any public members that would like to pull a consent agenda item to address the board? Please use the raise your hand functionality within Zoom now, and I'll call upon you to let me know what item you would like the board to pull. Okay, President Chen, we have no hands to pull consent agenda items.
Great. Would anyone like to make a motion on the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, Trustee
I'll
Proctor.
second.
Thank you, Trustee Corzo. Roll call vote, Trustee Corzo.
Yes.
Trustee Proctor,
Yes.
trustee Warren,
Yes.
trustee Watkins,
Yes.
and I'll vote yes as well. The consent agenda has been approved. Moving on to item 7.1, public statements related to closed session items. So at this time, we are going to go into recess for closed session. But before we go into closed session recess, we are going to open up to public comment if anyone wants to make a public comment on our two closed session items. So Peter, if you wouldn't mind opening public comment.
Yes. Any members of our public that would like to make public comment and address the board, please use the raise your hand functionality within Zoom now, and I'll call your name and bring you up. President Chen, we have no hands for public comment.
Okay, thank you. And so let me make sure I do this correctly. We are going to adjourn to closed session for items 8.1 agenda item, which is conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, initiation of litigation pursuant to paragraph 4, parenthetical 4 of subdivision parenthetical D of government code section 54956.9, which is one case. And then agenda number 8.2, let me just make sure I have this here, which is conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, threatened litigation pursuant to paragraph parenthetical 2 of subdivision parenthetical D of government code section 54956.9, one case. This is an announcement pursuant to government code section, I'll read it again. Section 54956.9, parenthetical E, parenthetical 2. The facts and circumstances regarding this closed session item involve an allegation of an alleged violation of government code sections 54956.9 and 54956.9 sub parenthetical E, parenthetical 2, and 54960.1. And with that, we are going to adjourn to closed session. I want to thank everyone for coming. There is a potential report out of closed session, but that won't be known until the closed session is done. We don't expect closed session to take very long. This Zoom will still be open if anyone wants to stick around. If not, it is still being recorded for posterity. So if anyone wants to find out if there is a closed session or report out, there will be links on the website for people to link to in a couple days, I think. So with that, thank you everyone for coming, and we are going to adjourn to closed session. Everyone now can move to our Google Meet. Thank you.
And
Okay, just. Okay, we're just waiting for a couple more trustees. Oh, wait, sorry. I have everybody is here. Thank you. Okay. All right. We are returning to our special meeting. It is now 7:05. And per item 9 is the report out of closed session. So no action was taken on agenda item 8.1, but direction was given to staff to conduct further research. On agenda item 8.2, there is nothing to report. And with that, that is the end of our report out of closed session, and we're just here for adjournment. So does anyone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Thank you, trustee Corzo for the motion and trustee Warren for the second. Roll call vote, trustee Corzo,
Yes.
trustee Proctor,
Yes.
trustee Warren,
Yes.
and trustee Watkins.
Yes.
And I vote yes as well. Thank you. We are officially adjourned on a special meeting at 7:06 p.m. Thank you, everybody.